Going down 49er faithful. It's Niner J 49 coming back with another video. Now, news just broke about 30 minutes ago. Antonio Brown has officially followed the 49ers on Instagram. Does this really mean something? It could. He also followed George Kittle, Richard Sherman, Jimmy Garoppolo was amongst the follower or the players that he followed. Adrian Colbert was followed. There's a lot of 49ers players that he followed yesterday on the first. So today he ends up following the 49ers on Instagram. Now, does this mean something for the 49ers? I literally just dropped a video yesterday about Antonio Brown and the Steelers maybe trading him. But does this really mean something for this team? Maybe he's like expressing some type of interest. At the moment, I'm not sure, because this is the thing. If you go out and get Antonio Brown, yes, it's probably going to cost, draft picks, maybe a player or two in there. But it's definitely worth it. I covered that in the last video. If you haven't seen my recent Antonio Brown video, I kind of go over what the Niners may need to offer. But in this video, it's kind of just surrounding if he's really actually expressing interest in coming to the San Francisco 49ers. Like I said, he's followed the Niners organization on Instagram just today. So it wasn't really like a one-day thing. Him and George Kittle went back and forth yesterday morning on Twitter about, kind of football flirting, and then Sherman chimed in on it. So it seems to me that he's like highly in like wants to request a trade, but I do apologize for saying in my last Antonio Brown video where I said that Jason LaCanfora, an ESPN analyst type guy, covers the NFL. He's been known to spread lies and rumors that never really happened. But he said yesterday that Antonio Brown had requested a trade, which was false. I said that in my video because, Pro Football Focus tweeted it out. But this is the thing. Mike Tomlin got on a presser and said that he is yet to request a trade from the Steelers. So at the moment, I don't know what Antonio Brown is like doing, because it seems like he wants to request a trade and he'd be interested in coming to the Niners, but nothing's yet to happen where he's requested a trade. But he has followed the 49ers organization on Instagram, so I don't really know. To me, it seems like from all this going down right now, I think it's him wanting to come to the Niners. I think it's nothing to do with, just a football flirt. I think he's actually expressing interest in coming to the Niners. And why do I say this? Well, this is the thing. He could be doing this with multiple other teams. He could be following, for instance, the Browns on Twitter. He could be following the Ravens on Twitter. He could be following the Bengals. He could be following any other team and following players from different teams on Twitter, like, rapidly. But he's only doing this to the San Francisco 49ers. So, to me, it seems like he might. I think, to me, he's expressing interest in wanting to come to the Niners. Yes, he hasn't requested a trade. Yes, nothing's really went down on the situation of him, officially wanting out of Pittsburgh. I think, personally, he wants out. There's just so much drama in Pittsburgh, and I personally think that he wants out of Pittsburgh. But if he wants out of Pittsburgh and he ends up, requesting a trade, I think his first destination would be the 49ers. There was a report that came out yesterday that said the 10 most landing spots, or the 10 best landing spots for Antonio Brown, and the 49ers were the number one on the list. So today, yesterday ends up following players on Twitter. I thought it'd be like a one-day thing, maybe just football flirting. But then today, it seems like he wakes up and he just instantly follows the 49ers on Instagram. So there's interest in Antonio Brown to the 49ers, and it seems to be that it's like growing and growing and growing. And personally, I soon think that he could possibly be He could possibly be requesting a trade maybe today, within these next coming days. And if he don't, I don't really know what happens. But there's a report saying that James Harrison and Antonio Brown was going to do like an exclusive interview, and that I meant James Harrison. James Harrison and him were going to do like an exclusive interview. But we'll see what happens. But if he requests a trade, I think that his number one destination would be the 49ers because he's expressing interest at the moment. Yeah, you could say, he's just following them on Twitter, but why else would a player that wants out of a team follow another team follow their a majority of their players, the majority of their top-notch players on Twitter, and then follow the team's organization on Instagram? I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it seems to me that he's expressing like interest like out the butt to come to the Niners. So we'll see what happens. But until then, I'll keep you guys covered. I just want to come on here and talk about this new news that broke on Antonio Brown with him following the players and the Niners on social media and stuff like that. So other than that, that's going to wrap it up for the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted and we'll see what happens. But he's expressing interest in it. It looks to be that he wants to come to the Niners. To me, at least. You guys could kind of say it otherwise, but to me, it seems like he's expressing interest in coming to San Francisco. We'll see what happens, though. I'll keep you guys updated. Until then, thank you guys for watching the video, and with that being said, go Niners.